I think we're just right on time, so thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So I'm so happy to finally meet you. So I'm Marcus from Sound So Beautiful. We have had a little chat when your first EP came out. It was in the preparation of your first tour in France.
Okay, yes.
And we talked about music and fashion. We talked about your first tour in France. We talked about your songwriting.
Yes.
And congratulations. I can
Thank you so much. Thank you.
say it to your face in live. And how are you today playing at Jazz Vienne? I know it has been a great feeling for you. So how do you feel today?
I feel amazing. I've actually dreamt of playing this festival for a long time, and Michael Kiwanuka is somebody I've looked up to as a musician and a singer for a long time as well. So this feels like a very special day for me.
It is.
Yeah.
So once again, congratulations. You came from Manchester to Lyon, and you get to know that I love Manchester.
Okay.
I grew up, listening to legendary bands from there, from Manchester itself, or Leeds, or Sheffield, just around Manchester. A few recommendations from you. What voice do you really like from Manchester?
Do you know there's actually one band that just stands out to me who are called Elbow, and Guy Garvey for me. He is just the way that he writes his music and the way that he is on stage. I've watched him live quite a few times, and that band for me, I'd probably say are stand out. I really, really love them. I'd highly recommend you go and watch a live show of.
How do you spell it?
So he's called Guy Garvey, and the band are called Elbow, ELBOW.
Okay, I'm going to check it out then. They're
really, really good.
You released a few singles, Neon Lights, I think.
Yes.
And then Joking. Right?
Yes.
And if I understood well, they are part of your upcoming EP, which is called Apothecary. Right?
Yes.
So I was really intrigued by this name because you blend some vintage kind of music. Trying to make it timeless with a little of hint of pop. And Apothecary takes you back to something, kind of ancient.
Yes.
So what is the purpose behind this new EP?
I think because Self-Sabotage was, I think it was more of a transition for me heading from Self-Sabotage into Apothecary. There was a lot of learning in that era of Self-Sabotage. And when I first wrote that music, there was a lot of hurt, a lot of misunderstanding with what I wanted to do with my career. It was a hard time for me, and I kind of wanted that transition for this new music as almost like a healing process. So Apothecary is like when I've got my new pictures coming out, and for my EP itself there's like a little bottle of medicine. So it's almost like there's that healing process that has come from Self-Sabotage that I felt for this music. As much as there is still a bit of hurt from relationships and other things going on in this music, there's still something about it that's that, like I said, transition, and we're moving on from that hurt and from that time.
I like this story.
Yeah.
And indeed, Self-Sabotage EP was really about a catharsis. Like you really expressed the rawness of your feelings, just how it felt.
Yeah. And I think that there's so much to be said for that, because when I did write the music, I really wanted to give as much honesty as I could. If I don't do that, then I'm not being myself. And I think when it comes to writing your music, you have to be as authentic and as you as possible, because otherwise you're not showing your true colours. So I hope that comes across on stage as well today when I'm performing this music, because having my band with me as well, full band, it really helps me to kind of feel the music when I'm singing it as well. So I'm really excited.
Speaking on truth and being yourself, you said several times that you're kind of a shy person, but when you hit the stage, you're fully yourself.
Yes.
So what can you discover from yourself, or how can we connect with you tonight on Jazz Vienne? What will you share with your public?
I think I'd love to just share between each song what every track is about, my journey throughout this whole process.
True.
And I think just to have fun, I think that's the best thing that I can do with the audience, because there's so much about a live show that I love so much, and all I ever want to do is connect as much as I can with my audience. So hopefully that works tonight, but I'm really excited.
I'm not too worried, because that's what you pretty much did with your acoustic EPs, one for the covers and one for the Self-Sabotage EP.
Yes.
Why was that so important for you to bring a live EP?
I think because you can really feel the realness and that raw kind of appeal with live music, and I think acoustically there's something that you can really feel on a record.
True.
That maybe a band doesn't necessarily bring, and I think that there's something about hearing the lyrics more, having more of a feeling about each lyric and every word. So yeah, I always want to change up my music if I can. So if I do have a band version, I'll always make an acoustic version as well, because I think there's something really real about acoustic performances.
Plus, it gives you so much like liberty. I love the way you play the I always forget the name of this song, but it's the melody makes me think of Fly Me to the Moon of Sinatra. Do you know the one? Is it I'm lost for words now. Stay with me, fellas, please. I was just listening. It kind of it's like a jazzy version.
And not Dream Life.
Dream Life, thank you.
Yeah,
Dream Life.
yeah, okay.
When you go to the hook, it reminds me of the hook of Fly Me to the Moon.
Oh, okay.
Na, 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 na.
Okay.
Never thought of it?
I never actually.
Wow, okay, well, it's natural.
But I appreciate that. That's a good comparison.
Okay, great. One last question before you hit the stage for the sound check, and maybe just before have a few pictures with you.
Of course, I'd love to.
Because Anne-Sophie, she's the photograph. We've been working together since the beginning of Sounds Beautiful, since 2013.
Oh wow!
Yeah, we've
amazing.
been studying together and so on. So, and our first experiences were in music were in London and in Ireland. Anyway.
Okay.
I was talking about her because she's a fashion photographer as well, and I know that fashion is deep for you.
Yes.
Talking about Dior, by Chanel, and we appreciate the link between music and fashion, and fashion is a way of self-expression as well as music. So, what is the kind of outfit that helps you make you feel like yourself?
I think I always have my outfits as armor, and I always find in the heat it's not good for how I want to dress, because I love a layer. I love to layer clothing, and this is not a good time to layer clothing, but I always find that like a good suit is and even a tie, or I guess adding in that masculinity with maybe like a heel or something to just bring in a bit of femininity, but generally it's always quite masculine, almost like armor suits that make me feel really strong and powerful when I'm on stage. But in the heat, we're just going with a little t-shirt and trousers.
But that's cool though.
We still can make it work.
What you're working with, like the necklace.
Yeah, we can the accessories. We can make it work. It's all right. It's okay.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day at Jazz Vienne, and I think we're okay now.
Amazing. Thank you so much for having me. It's been amazing.
This interview will be broadcasted on our podcast called Memory Lane, Secrets of Stage and Studio in English, and yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. Really appreciate that.
Thank you. So do I.